George Gascon has failed, but organizers say they are not giving up. Facebook has a new name. It's now called the Huntington Beach. We're going to go to the 5 next.
If you thought you missed the lowest mortgage rates in history, you're in luck, because they're back. Mortgage rates are near historic lows again. So if you have a mortgage, refinance it and forget it. You'll never have to worry about refinancing again. Network Capital Funding is offering a low 15-year fixed rate at 1.75% with a 1.94 APR. Incredible! Network Capital has built a reputation for saving people time and money with our unique process that's fast, simple, and secure. Our 15-year fixed rate is 1.75% with a 1.94 APR. Now, second chances don't come often, and you may never see these rates again. So, refinance it and forget it. That's a 15-year fix at 1.75%. Yes, 1.75% with a 1.94 APR. Call the experts at Network Capital now. Call 800-500-1-HIT. 800-500-1-HIT. As in home run. Call now and save big on your refi. 800-500-1-HIT. 800-500-1448. NMLS ID 11717. Visit NMLSConsumerAccess.org. Licensed by the California Department of Financial Protection and Innovation and the Financing Law. Number 603-787. An equal opportunity lender. Rates subject to change and may not be available rate law. Discount points may apply. Subject to credit approval. Call 800-500-1448.
Take the fast lane to savings with Wawanisa Auto Insurance. Big savings, great service. It's the Wawanisa way. For a free auto insurance quote, call 877-WAWA-NESA or visit wawanisa.com.
Southland weather from KFI. Sunny tomorrow. Highs low 80s to around 90. This report brought to you by Wawanisa. We have road work on the 5 in Downey.
Southbound side of the 5 freeway in between Paramount and Lakewood Boulevard. Caltrain's working in the far right lane, and it's going to be a pretty tough ride coming away from the 60. And if you're heading on the northbound side of the 5, right before Osborne Street and Arleta, the crash here in the 3 right lane, so things going to jam up right around Sherman Boulevard. Through Griffith Park on the 134 westbound side of 401, the right lane and outbound still stuck down due to an earlier crash, leading us to delays from San Fernando, eastbound side of 70 from Bob Hope Drive. And if you're making the ride into Whittier, southbound 605 at Rose Hills, going to record the Central Lane, and things are pretty heavy back at Valley Boulevard. KFI and the Sky helps get you there faster. I'm Jay.
This report is sponsored by Indeed.com. Is finding the right candidate slowing you down? Cut straight to your hires with Indeed. Their hiring platform makes it easy to attract, screen, and interview candidates all in the same place. To find your next great hire, visit Indeed.com/credit.
Have you been denied a home loan or refinance because you're self-employed, earn 1099 income, or even a real estate investor? You're missing out. Most lenders make approval seem impossible, especially if you're self-employed. Stop watching everyone take advantage of the lowest mortgage rates in history while you're stuck on the sidelines. Accelerate Capital, the premier lender designed for the self-employed. Our approval process is based on common sense, using bank statements, 1099 income, profit loss statements, rental income, or even stated income to qualify at the lowest rates available. Fast. Conventional lenders cannot do this. When others say no, we say yes. Call 800-811-9702, 800-811-9702, or visit acceleratecapital.com.
EXCELE, acceleratecapital.com.
Equal housing lender. Call for details. NMLS ID number 1165716. Not all will qualify. California DFCI license number 41DDO45150. Additional restrictions may apply. Loans made or arranged pursuant to the California Residential Mortgage Lending Act.
That's Cars for the Cat. Pick up it's quick and easy. You'll also get a vacation voucher and a tax deduction.
Also accepting real estate donations.
There's no shortage of ways Norm Reed's Honda Superstore works to get you a super new Honda. Whether you shop in our showroom, complete your deal online, or custom order, you'll always get super prices, super selection, and a super experience. And regardless of where you lease your Honda, return it to one of our 5 Honda Lease Return Super Center locations for a super upgrade experience. Plus, every new Norm Reed's Honda is backed by our exclusive price protection guarantee, which states if you can find the same new Honda for less within 5 days, Norm Reed's will pay you the difference or buy your vehicle back. Visit our super award-winning Norm Reed's Honda Superstore location in Huntington Beach, West Covina, the Irvine Auto Center, and the #1 Honda store in the world in the Cerritos Auto Square. Plus, we're now open in Vista. Shop online at normreeds.com.
Well, you've heard me talk about my friends at Sunday and how they can sell your home fast without any repairs, without the hassle of dealing with showings, realtors, cleaning, or making upgrades. Now Sunday has made the process even easier for those who want to sell a property fast. Contact Sunday for your free no-obligation cash offer. They're going to visit your property, take photos, and do a 3D walkthrough. They'll package your property details and send it to the thousands of local investors in their database who are actively looking to buy properties. The average homeowner receives 12 offers on their property. It's quick and easy. Plus, you can close in as little as 10 days, or they have the flexibility to close in months. They can even give you a $20,000 cash advance, which will help with moving costs when you sell with Sunday. Go to Sunday.com, SUNDAE.com, or phone them, 800-25-OFFER. Get a free no-obligation cash offer at Sunday.com, SUNDAE.com. Sunday is a California licensed real estate broker. DRE license number 020-88298.
Well, ma'am, you gotta love how your new kitchen's coming along.
Okay, not sure that counter looks all that straight.
What do you mean?
Well, he used a level, right?
Nah, eyeballed it. Pretty good, huh?
No. And what's going on with the cabinet?
Pretty good isn't good enough. That's why Toyota certified technicians only use genuine Toyota parts, so they fit your Toyota exactly right. Toyota Service Centers. Keep your Toyota a Toyota.
It's easy to buy or lease any new Toyota, and easy to own one. Every new Toyota comes with Toyota Care no-cost maintenance. You're covered for all normal factory scheduled service for 2 years or 25,000 miles, whichever comes first. Performed by certified technicians using genuine Toyota parts. See your dealer for Toyota Care details and exclusions. Valid only in the continental U.S. and Alaska. Toyota, let's go places.
Portions of the following program were pre-recorded.
When I was a kid trick-or-treating, usually you get garbage candy, all candy.
Like 5 sweet tarts.
Yeah. Now, you go to a neighborhood that's pretty high-end. There are entire candy bars.
The full
Full-size, really neat candy. Bill Handel. Mornings from 6 to 10. I'm in a gated community and they don't let anybody in, so I don't have to worry about it. On KFI.
John and Ken Show, John Cobell and Ken Shampoo. KFI AM 640 Live everywhere in the iHeartRadio app. All right, we'll be talking the Facebook name change. Alex Stone has details coming up after 3 o'clock. Meta. That's what they're going to, right? The Facebook name change. I'll tell you what I think is wrong, too, with that name. It came to me right away, but I'll explain that. Why don't they change it to A-hole? Yeah, that's a great nomination. Woke Book. Woke Book, yeah. Yeah, you see that story about when Zuckerberg bent supporting Democratic candidates all around the country. Yeah, races last year. We turn now on the show to the only person that I think, well, there's really just 3 of us to talk, that might know anything about the series. Deborah Mark, are you there?
I'm here.
The Real Housewives people?
Nope, I do not watch that. Believe it or not. Not into that at all.
I don't.
That you did. Fail.
That is beneath you?
It's totally beneath me. No, I'm so not into that. No.
All right.
I've never watched an episode.
You went to a fortune teller and you played crystals and
That's right. And they said, do not watch any Real Housewives.
What did it tell you that we both thought you would be?
I know.
A big fan,
You know,
right?
it's okay.
We should apologize, but we won't.
You know, people have misconceptions about me, and that's okay.
I know you watch a lot of shows, and I thought maybe...
Hey, I watch a lot of documentaries and biographies. I'm really not shallow.
She's an intellectual.
I am, for the most part.
John will support you on that.
Thank you, John.
You can't go by the package.
Right.
But one of the women that's on the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, her name is Dora Kensley, had quite a scare last night. Apparently they broke into her home in Encino. This is a large home near the Encino Reservoir. And they confronted her. She complied with their demands and directed them to the good stuff. They took handbags, jewelry, watches, a significant monetary loss, and fled. She's described as a 45-year-old fashion designer. He was asleep when they got in, and her 2 children were in the home. Nobody was hurt. The husband was away on business. They threatened her. She said she had to beg for her life, and then led them to the valuables in the home. I mean, this is the L.A. we know now. When we talk about,
increases in crime. These are the kinds of things that happen.
Yeah, there's been there was a long string of celebrity break-ins a couple of years ago, remember?
Remember that? Fabio? Why did he come on
and,
this show? Something happened to him, right?
Yes, that's why he came on. Because his home was busted into. I think $200,000 worth of stuff was taken, and then Yashio Tweed had his home broken into.
And I think a lot of this was happening right before the pandemic, and then the pandemic tamped down some of these home break-ins because most of the people are home.
Right.
But then it turned to guns and shootings. But now that the pandemic's waning a bit, I think some of these guys are back to doing their organized burglary.
And she's on TV every week, really flaunting how rich she is. I mean, that's the whole point of the
show. That's why I
show.
wanted to ask Deborah Mark, if this is the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, why does she live in Encino? I don't get this at all.
That's a very good point.
Who's going to watch Real Housewives of Encino?
Well, there are a lot of wealthy people in
But
Encino.
well, they put her in a home in Beverly Hills and make it sound like she's a Beverly Hills.
I don't watch the show. I don't know if that's literal, that they are real housewives.
Maybe their workplace is in Beverly Hills.
But Encino doesn't have the same ring. Encino was always used to be a punchline for jokes.
A lot of America doesn't know Encino either.
That's true.
I mean, there's a lot of wealthy people in Encino. A lot of Hollywood people live there, but they know Beverly Hills, and then that's why they call it the Real Housewives. Is it like Orange County? Because they don't really. So Anaheim doesn't. The Real Housewives of Santa Ana. But maybe Laguna would sell, right? Maybe that's that is.
Yeah, maybe Newport Beach.
Newport Beach
would
Beach.
But I think some of those housewives in Orange County are. I think it is a Newport Beach type of show.
And I'm not a housewife either. Not that there's anything wrong with a housewife. But
oh, look at this.
I'm not.
Distancing yourself.
No, I'm not. And when I had kids, I still work. I did.
And they were probably happy about it.
Oh, no, they were very happy. To be a housewife?
Mom, go to work.
No, but to marry into a lot of money.
Well, who doesn't want a lot of money? But I always wanted a career. I've been really lucky, though, because I've been able to work and I've been able to be around and raise my kids.
If your husband was a multi-billionaire, you'd still be sitting here doing the show.
I would still be sitting here doing this show.
Yeah, because otherwise she'd be bouncing off walls. There's a certain energy that has to be dissipated.
What am I going to do? Lunch every day? I mean, you can only do that for so long and shop for so long. So I need a distraction. So.
How many vegan hot dogs did you eat?
0.
Somebody brought vegan hot dogs here today. Seriously.
It wasn't
Deborah Mark? It was not me.
There's more vegans?
I think it was an outdoor. It was a restaurant. I think. I'm not sure, but
there was free food. Just it included
thumbs up, thumbs down.
I don't eat fake meat.
Oh, that's right.
So no, it was offered to me, and I just said no, thank you.
Well, Kelmsley founded something called the Beverly Beach Swimmer line in 2017, so she is an entrepreneur. But that's another scary story, an indication of where we are in L.A. All right, coming up next, the Facebook name change. As crazy as it is, it's bad, too. Meta. What happened to Meta World Peace? Was he a basketball player?
Meta World Peace. How ridiculous the world is. Johnny Ken Show, Deborah Mark has news. Kfi Am 640.
We follow the news. You follow us. KFI.
And KOST HD2.
Los Angeles, Orange County.
Live everywhere on the iHeartRadio app.
In the hot seat, I'm Deborah Mark, live from the KFI 24-hour newsroom. A criminal complaint has been filed in New York against former Governor Cuomo.
The complaint accused former Governor Cuomo of forcible touching. The alleged victim is not named, but the account matches that of Brittany Camiso, a former aide to Cuomo, who told CBS and the Albany Times-Union Cuomo groped her breast while they were in the governor's mansion in December of 2020.
Aaron Katursky says the woman was executive assistant number 1 in the New York Attorney General's report that found Cuomo sexually harassed 11 women. The attempt to recall LA DA George Gascon has hit the reset button.
This time, organizers say it'll be bipartisan, better organized, and have better funding.
The issues remain the same.
Former LADA Steve Cooley says the petition should be ready before the end of the year.
Most district attorney in LA County history, because he endangers the public, he's not doing his job, has totally abandoned victims.
Desiree Andrade says her son's murderers were let off easy because Gascon ended special circumstance charges.
He would not be in office right now if he would have really been honest and what his plan was to do with the justice system.
Gascon's campaign says voters are tired of recalls and just want a officials to do the job they were elected to do. In L.A., Corbin Carson, KFI News.
A group is formed in California to call for changes in how people return home from prison.
Long overdue.
The Reentry Providers Association of California has announced that it's up and running. The group Sean Hubb says regional teams will assess gaps in reentry services, including housing for those returning to society, and call for budget and legal changes at the state level.
There has to be changes that not just provide more funding for transitional housing, but changes that affect the laws that around background checks.
The group says it will also look to change laws that make it harder for people who have served time to be hired, among taking other action. In L.A., Blake Trolley, KFI News.
Facebook has a new name.
Our company is now Meta.
CEO Mark Zuckerberg says the name change is a way to encompass the company's vision for the future, which Zuckerberg calls the metaverse. It involves virtual and augmented reality.
Our mission remains the same, still about bringing people together. Our apps and our brands, they're not changing either. And we are still the company that designs technology around people.
The name change was announced at the Facebook Connect Augmented and Virtual Reality Conference. California is suing the rapper formerly known as Kanye West. His name was recently changed to Ye. He's accused of illegally delaying product shipments for his Yeezy clothing line. That's a violation of California's business code, as companies are required to send out purchased products within 30 days. The families of 9 people killed in a mass shooting at a black church in South Carolina have settled a lawsuit with the Justice Department. Aaron Katursky says the convicted killer should not have been allowed to buy the weapon used in the attack in 2015.
Dylan Roof had a criminal history that should have prevented him from owning a gun, but there were problems with the background check, enabling Roof to carry out an attack that Attorney General Garland said inflicted immeasurable suffering.
The $88 million deal includes $63 million for the families killed and $25 million for survivors of the shooting. And a man has won a reverse discrimination lawsuit against a hospital system in North Carolina. A jury has awarded former Novant Health executive David Duval $10 million. Duval was fired in 2018 as senior vice president of marketing and communications. A year later, Duval sued the hospital system, saying he was fired because he's a white man. Duval says he was terminated without cause as part of an intentional campaign to promote diversity in its management ranks. He was replaced by a black woman and a white woman. The jury found Duval's race or sex was a motivating factor in the termination. Novant Health says it's disappointed in the verdict and plans to appeal. Layla Mohammed, KFI News. We're going to go back to that crash on the 5 in Arleta.
Some great news here on the northbound side. Coming up on Osborne, all the cars that were involved in this wreck have been hooked up with tow trucks and hauled away, according to the Highway Patrol. And they're saying that all lanes are now open. We're still seeing a backup on the 5 getting away from Sunland Boulevard. It's affecting the 170 northbound away from Sherman Way. Out to Corona with Mike O'Brien. KFI in the Sky, sponsored by Injury Attorney, superwomansuperlawyer.com.
91 eastbound, it looks like in McKinley, they've got that accident to the right shoulder. Still very tough on this stretch, way back towards Surface Club, almost to the 71. It does not leave you much of a gap to this going into Santa Ana Canyon, which starts at about Weir Canyon. Now, the 91 westbound, they've been looking at this, and there's some road work clearing up at McKinley. Looks like that's going to be backed up back through Van Buren. In Ontario, 60 eastbound in Vineyard. They're just going to the right shoulder. That's going to be extra tight there from the 71. And problems going on the 605 southbound at Rose Hill. Looks like they're just getting to the right shoulder, but very tough on that stretch from the 10. Injured in an accident? Visit superwomansuperlawyer.com. Mike O'Brien, KFI in the Sky.
KFI in the Sky helps get you there faster. I'm Angel Martinez.
This hour of the John and Ken Show is brought to you by AIS, Auto Insurance Specialist. Visit AISinsurance.com today.
People make a difference. It's true everywhere, even here at the studio. I was surrounded by genuine, caring people during my experience with Advanced Hair Restoration. Their entire team is kind, compassionate, and they sincerely want what's best for you. Your simple one-day treatment works for receding hairlines, thinning hair, and for me, it was the perfect solution to my bald spot. Advanced Hair has improved the lives of over 30,000 men and women by combining the most experienced team in hair restoration with breakthrough technology. This is precisely why Advanced Hair is able to guarantee that your new hair will grow. There's no one I trust more, and their exceptional standard of care always exceeds the CDC guidelines.
Meet their team by scheduling your free consultation today, and you'll see that people really do make the difference at Advanced Hair. Call 844-333-HAIR. If the treatment is right for you, you're also going to receive 250 free hair grafts and $250 off. That's 844-333-HAIR or advancedhair.com.
Workers value their independence now more than ever. And companies are beginning to value independent workers the same. The old ways of working, the old structures are falling. But stock in each other, in each other's vision, each other's talents, cultures, experiences, that's on the rise. Build your team on the world's force marketplace. Up we go.
The KFI Financial Report brought to you by Bay Alarm. The Dow closed up 240, S&P 500 up 45, NASDAQ up 212, and the average price of a gallon of regular gas in California is now $4.57.
With a range of commercial fire and security solutions, Bay Alarm can protect it all with just one call.
Southland weather from KFI. Sunny tomorrow, highs low to mid-80s for Metro LA, mid-80s to around 90 in the valleys, low to mid-80s for Inland OC, low to upper 80s for the IE. Right now, 78 in Dana Point, 92 in Anaheim, 90 West Hills, and 93 in Sherman Oaks. We lead local live from the KFI 24-hour newsroom. I'm Deborah Mark.
Johnny Casto, John Cobell, and Ken Campo, KFI and 640 live everywhere on the iHeartRadio app.
All right, 15 minutes from now brings up another word that you can text in for win some money in the nationwide contest for $1,000 is up for grabs. Just at 3:20 here on the John and Ken Show. Well, Facebook has undergone the name change. His promise was announced today by that dork, Mark Zuckerberg.
That would have been another good name for the company. Dork.
Dork Book?
Dork Book. Yeah. So, you know, there's been a million scandals in front of
Schroden Books?
over Facebook just in the last few days, a week or two.
Yeah.
It looks like, oh, you know, I read the other day that Facebook has been very good at connecting slaves to slave owners. That maids from the Philippines end up working for slave owners in the Middle East.
Do they know that?
Well, they don't know what they're getting into, but the maids go
I mean, if somebody in the Middle East is looking for help and they recruit a woman from the Philippines to be slave labor.
She's never seen again.
Does Facebook know that they're
I don't think
middle manning this? I guess
does Zuckerberg look like a guy who cares about anything? I mean, he's such a humanoid.
He's kind of a blank face.
He is. We got Alex Stone here from ABC News to explain if there's any significance to Facebook becoming
names. Dorkface, what else did you call it? Dorkface. Can you imagine if that was the announcement that they were making today and that's what we were talking about now? So yeah, they're going to be known as Meta now. Will be the name of Facebook. That the Facebook is now no longer a company. That they changed their name today. They just made their filing with the SEC. They immediately pulled the cover off of a new sign outside of headquarters. Their stock symbol changed, and they say that it's time to move on, that they are no longer Facebook. That is a social media platform. That will be one of Meta's products, but won't be what the company is any longer. It's kind of like what Google did when the parent company became Alphabet. A lot of people don't know that Alphabet is the company that owns Google. Meta is now going to be the company that owns Facebook.
But the brand name is staying on the...
when you go on
still Facebook.
When you go on the app or on the website, it's still going to be Facebook. But Zuckerberg today is saying the company is so big that they will have Facebook, WhatsApp, Instagram, these new VR and AR projects that he unveiled today and that they've been unveiling in recent months. He says it's time to move on.
It is time for us to adopt a new company brand to encompass everything that we do.
Okay, but here's the thing. Congressional hearings are underway. A whistleblower is out there. The documents have been coming out of misinformation that they have been thriving on, allegedly. Privacy issues, the impact of Instagram on teens, and trying to get them to use it more and more. They say this is all about that they've got a huge company, that Facebook misrepresents what the company is all about right now, that they are more than just that, and
time for the company to grow, like Google did with Alphabet when they became more than just Google.
Facebook was born in a specific time and place. A college campus, the web. It was what we could build at the time to put people back into our experience of technology.
And he says they're no longer there, that they can move on from there. So Meta is the new company.